guys, it's Dashy
and Dad.
And thank you, Andy, for your pizza request and waiting so patient. Sorry, I got a bit of a cold. Waiting so patiently. We're doing what you recommended, the documentary first, and then we're going to dive into the album, Spirit.
God help us.
No, I think it'll be a bit of fun.
I'm joking. Yeah, had a little look. Don't really know what's going on, but as it's your pizza request, young man, we will keep an open mind.
Definitely. Can't wait for this.
Yep.
So we're going to do the documentary first.
Okay, do you want to announce?
And, yeah, go on then. This
is the legendary Jimi Hendrix and Randy California, who's the chap in Spirit, who you'll see shortly.
Yes.
New York, 1966. It's a documentary requested by Andy.
Yeah.
9 minutes 21, so I think we'll just dive in and see what it's all about.
Definitely.
Right.
Headphones on.
Enjoy and play the very old tape.
Enjoy.
Summer 1966, and Jimmy James, soon to be known as Jimi Hendrix, was looking to go solo and really show the world what he was all about. Jimmy was fed up with backing other musicians and wanted a place where he could play his music, his songs, his way. Jimmy's friend, the folk singer Richie Havens, had recommended Jimmy to the owner of New York's Cafe Wha, Manny Roth. Havens had told Roth to expect the best guitarist he'd ever see. When Jimmy turned up to one of the afternoon jam sessions, Roth asked him to play a solo spot with the house band. Jimmy proceeded to blow the roof off the place. A stunned Roth immediately offered Jimmy a job, 5 sets a day, 6 days a week at $8 a set. Just before Jimmy started his stint at the Cafe Wha, he'd gone over to Manny's music store in Manhattan, where at the back of the shop he was trying out guitars. There he was approached by a young lad, who asked Jimmy if he wanted to jam. The youngster went by the name of Randy Wolfe, soon to be renamed by Jimmy as Randy California. This is how Randy California remembers the meeting. I'd just taken a ride into Manhattan from where we lived out on Long Island, to spend the day hanging out there. By chance I walked into Manny's and saw this guy at the back of the shop trying out Strats. Our eyes met, he smiled at me, and I just walked up to him and asked him if we could jam together. Jimmy really loved what I did and invited me there and then to become part of his band, Jimmy James and the Blue Flames.
I can't see my...
Oh, sorry.
Don't see adverts.
So annoying. I forgot to mention this is from Classic Rock Album Reviews. Thank you for this video. It looks like it's very well recorded as well.
Isn't he beautifully spoken?
Yes, I was going to say. Back in.
Part of his band, Jimmy James and the Blue Flames. A couple of hours before the very first set Hendrix was going to do at the Cafe Wha, he taught Randy California in a boiler room at the back of the cafe the chords to Wild Thing, Hey Joe, Shotgun and a few standard blues numbers they were going to do that night. California recalls, as the time went on we just added songs like High Heel Sneakers, In the Midnight Hour, Mercy Mercy, some Jimmy Reed songs. We really didn't have time to rehearse. We basically learnt them just before we went on. So, why did Jimi Hendrix offer a 15-year-old unknown kid a place in his band? Well, one thing that made Jimmy such a great musician and innovator is his intuition and the ability to see possibilities in music that others couldn't. For instance, who would have imagined listening to Bob Dylan's original version of All Along the Watchtower, the original acoustic version, that Hendrix could have turned it into one of the great classic rock tracks? If you listen to the original of Hey Joe, only Jimmy had the vision to turn it into a guitar epic. And the same with Wild Thing, originally just a pop song.
Wild Thing.
Jimmy saw the possibilities in the young guitarist. He would have also seen that even at 15, Randy California was an exceptional guitarist. California first picked up the guitar at just 6 years old, and very soon became something of a prodigy on the instrument. California's uncle, Ed Pearl, owned the famous Ash Grove in LA. The Ash Grove hosted hundreds and hundreds of great musicians and bands over the years. Now, often to save money on hotels and boarding houses, the musicians would stay at Randy's family home. Musicians being what they are, over the years many jams and impromptu sessions took place, and Randy would often be allowed to sit in on these and play along. So not only was he watching these artists perform at night time, he was playing with some of the greatest musicians around during the day. By the time he met Jimmy, he could play pretty much any musical style, jazz, folk, blues, country, bluegrass, whatever, and play it really well. When Randy was 12, his mother, Bernice Pearl, offered Clarence White, a famous bluegrass and country guitar picker, $20 to give Randy a lesson. Clarence just pushed the money back across the table and said, "Bernice, you'd be wasting your money. There isn't much I could teach this kid." One thing I believe Jimmy saw very, very quickly is just how good Randy was playing within a band, especially behind another guitarist. California is superb at providing rhythms, filling in the spaces, a bit like Bob Weir does for the Grateful Dead, and creating counterpoints that another guitarist can improvise around. I'm sure Jimmy loved that, and it would have given him the space to really fly. At the beginning, the Blue Flames only drew small audiences, around 75 people. But as Hendrix's and the band's reputation grew, more and more people were turning up to see Jimmy take the guitar where no guitar had gone before. Hendrix was also going through a transformation. As his confidence and reputation grew, he became more and more extroverted on stage and started experimenting with feedback and different guitar tones. Ken Pirrie, the guitarist with the Fugs, gave Jimmy his first customised fuzz box, and Keith Richards' girlfriend Linda gave Jimmy Keith's prized white Strat on indefinite loan. Also by now, Jimmy was including in the Blue Flames set list embryonic versions of Foxy Lady, Third Stone from the Sun, and his version of Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone. One person who started turning up to see Jimmy at the Cafe Wha on a regular basis was Keith Richards, probably to see where his white Strat had got to. But Richards said he was astonishing. The moods he could bring to his music, his charisma, his skill and stage presence. Yet there were still a few people in the audience who just weren't getting it. But one person who definitely did get it turned up to an afternoon set on the 5th of July 1966. Chas Chandler, bassist with The Animals. Now Chandler, aware that his band The Animals were about to disband, was looking to stop performing and get into management and record production. Chandler kept coming back day after day and eventually signed Jimmy to go to England to record and start a new band, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Hendrix had wanted Randy California.
Now that's where I come in. I never even heard of the Blue Flames. All I remember was I was 3, bearing in mind.
Yeah.
But obviously I didn't know anything about it then. I was way too young. But that's where I come in, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. That's my experience of Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
I didn't even know about the Blue Flames, so this is really, really interesting.
It is, yeah. Thank you, Andy.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
And start a new band, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Hendrix had wanted Randy California to come with him as a second guitarist. California's parents, unfortunately, vetoed the idea. They felt at 15 he was far too young to go to England on his own and wanted him to stay in the USA and finish his education. So, on September the 23rd, 1966, Jimi Hendrix left the USA for England, and the rest, as they say, is history. The next year, 1967, Randy California and his family returned home to Topanga Canyon in California. This is where Randy at 16 formed his first band, Spirit. Now if you listen to the band's first 4 albums, you can see just why Hendrix thought so highly of the young guitarist. Spirit's original lineup split in 1971 after those 4 albums. And for the next 25 years, California fronted and led various versions of the band. But from around 1974, California started to include in his live shows more and more Hendrix songs, such as Stone Free, Hey Joe, All Along the Watchtower, and Jimmy's version of Like a Rolling Stone. On his 1972 solo album, Captain Copser and the Twirlybirds, California pays tribute to the man he called the Master with the track Downer, even getting Noel Redding to guest on bass for that track. I'll leave the last words in this piece to Randy California. Jimmy was a very kind, very caring, very loving person, and also very honest. All the money that we made at the Cafe Wha, even though Jimmy was the front man, he made sure that it was evenly paid out between the band. And when Jimmy got some extra work back in John Hammond at the nearby Cafe 𝐤𝐸𝐲𝐫𝐢, he took me with him, even though they probably didn't really need a second guitarist. I also think that Jimmy protected me from some of the crazy stuff that was going on back then. He really looked after me being so young and all. All I can remember from those days is the fantastic music and having to get back home on the subway at 12:30 every night, being dog-tired. It was an incredible experience, and I was blessed to be part of it.
Oh, that's lovely.
What's interesting is all of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Classic Rock Album Reviews, for your video.
Had his future changed and his parents would have allowed him to go to the UK, he would have been with Jimmy, possibly finish his education in the UK. Good luck with that. Good job he stayed in the USA. And especially as it is now anyway. And he would have been part of Jimmy's next incarnation, of the Jimi Hendrix experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is, as I say, where I came in and where I know that it was Mitch Mitchell on bass, Jimmy on guitar. Oh God, the drummer, brilliant drummer. Oh, I hate this one. I can't. Is it Mitch Mitchell's the drummer? I thought it was Mitch. Anyway, sorry, I got three albums.
I don't know, but no, brilliant documentary. That was really, really interesting because now we're listening to Spirit, we can, get a bit more history behind it and a bit more meaning, which would be really, really good. There's 22 songs, so we're gonna dive in as much as we can.
And Randy California, now we know who he is.
Yeah.
He's not just this random man that looks like Starsky from Starsky and Hutch, with no top on. So okay.
Yeah,
right.
So this is Spirit. Thank you,
you set
Andy.
this up for Spirit then, have you?
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
This is all ready to go. 1977. First song is called CB Talk.
And Open Minds.
Yes, open minds, everyone.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Play the...
Headphones on.
Visualise.
Your touch is thrilling, my lips are willing, and that's no idle joke.
Breaker, breaker. Breaker, breaker, 1-9, looking for the salty dog, come back.
Hey, good buddy, this is the salty dog here. My ears are on, 10-4.
Hey, salty dog, how's your cotton picking day going? What's your 20? Come back.
I'm backing them down on the time, Coach. I got something I want you to hear. It's a new Spirit album called Kahuna Dream. 10-4.
Hey, salty dog, let me hear some of those sounds.
Next one, Stars of Love. So that it leads on.
In the can they read that? I'm just thinking rather than us jump in all the time and saying what track it is. Is there a playlist?
Yeah, this is it.
People can read.
No, this is it.
Okay.
But obviously I can't.
You could jump in.
Yeah.
So I was just about to say that this is a magical. Future Games. A magical Kahuna Dream.
Yeah.
Which I think is Hawaiian Kahuna.
Which I think is the album. Yeah.
No, but I think Kahuna's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Like.
But it's just Future Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the album's called Future Games.
Yeah.
And
so,
something magical, quite a dream.
Stars of Love.
Yeah.
Well, I'll catch you on the flip flop.
God's all over the place.
Bad luck and trouble has brought you home again. You've been away, my friend, for so long, for so long. Bad luck and trouble has brought you here again. You've been away, my friend, for for so long. Something has gone wrong. Bad luck and trouble. Bad luck and trouble will meet you, and all the stars will greet you if you set the world on fire. Your heart is made of desire. Bad luck and trouble will find you. I just came here to remind you that the stars are love. The stars are love. The stars are love. Bad luck and trouble took you away from here.
Interesting. They're also very short songs. There's only about 45 seconds, 2 minutes, 9 minutes. One of them is the longest. So I wonder if yeah, they all match together.
Do we know if... I forgot his name.
Andy.
No. California.
Randy, California.
Randy is singing. Andy, can you fill in some blanks in your wonderful comments?
Yes.
Because we're not sure. We don't know if Randy's singing or just playing the guitar, because obviously it's a band, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm quite intrigued.
Yeah, it's very quirky as well, in its
That's
day
the
and
word,
age. Yeah.
quirky.
Yeah.
And 1977,
yeah,
so groundbreaking.
Long time ago,
I suppose.
Bad luck and trouble took you away from here to see how much you care for so long, for so long.
So yeah, leads on. Next one's called Kahuna Dream.
Kahuna
Dream. Yes.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Thanks very much to Grandpa Bob's Cracker Barrel, the original
name.
poster.
Yeah, for doing the playlist.
5 thumbs up. We'll give it 2 more.
Yes.
Great, dive in. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, me too.
Somebody got
It reminds me of Frank Zappa. You
Oh.
know, with like a little bit weird, wonderful kind of vibes.
Ooh, comparing with Zappa, playing with fire. Clown.
Yeah, that's funny. No, but it's got that sort of like quirkiness to it.
Yeah.
Somebody got to that poor innocent machine and gimmicked it. But why? In the devil's name, why? I can guess.
There are other times when I rather admire you for.
If we run out of time, Andy, we'll do this in 2 parts.
That is so close to Dire Straits' Water of Love, I think it is.
Yes.
Water of Love. Very, very similar.
Definitely.
Got to do some Dire Straits, actually.
There are other times when I rather admire you for it.
sure he's following us with his eyes. The more you look at it, you're like, oh, it's a man with no top on. You're like, you want to go like, Brandy, please, just play.
Soaring through Hawaiian just riding on the crystal time that I give myself now find. Gave me the key and I opened the door. Love is all, there is no more. 'Tis only God I adore.
Yeah, it's very different. Like the way it had like changes. Like, ooh, can you hear the Kuha dream?
Yeah, I'm
A
just,
little bit, yeah.
I'm just thinking out loud. 22 songs.
Yeah.
We're
We're on 3.
Break it up?
That's what I said. I just said if we run out of time, we'll
Yeah.
do 2 parts.
Or 3. What are we up to at the minute? How long?
3.
No.
We're only on song 3.
No, I mean the time.
Well, it's 3:39.
Okay. No, sorry, I meant the total running time of everything.
Oh, 22 minutes.
Right, so we need to we'll do one more and then we'll stop at 30 minutes and then we'll,
Time really flies. This is called Buried in My Brain.
Buried in my brain. Did you notice beginnings of a smattering of some rather nice guitar playing?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Some really quite.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. One. No, there we go.
Only 2 thumbs up. Wow.
Only,
all right.
yeah.
Buried in my brain. Track
4.
4.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to stop this one halfway because we do have another premiere, Andy, so we want to make sure we can get everything in. But no, really enjoying it.
Great.
They ever play good music on the radio? You melt before the mirror, your feet don't touch the floor. Knocking feet on pounding, no one loves you anymore. The street goes on forever, you're all alone again. Was a time when you were wanted, but you can't remember when. Was a time when you were wanted, but you can't remember when. Myself, buried in my brain. Food you used to eat don't taste the same. Time and space you can't control. Losing your grip on pain.
So far, this is my favourite. I really like this one.
I like the one before actually, but this is
I like this one and the one before as well.
Yeah.
It's the same. Time and space you can't control. Losing your grip on pain. Living in a soundless dream. Nothing is ever real. Your body goes numb and dumb, and hollow is what you feel. You were a scientist, always building friendly bombs. You followed the Pentagon over the stars and schools, get your feelings hurt. It's no wonder nothing works. Bleeding in the dirt, see the face of your friends. Eyes are blast so very strange. They don't want to see your face, cause they notice how it's changed. Scared of thirsty shadows, all you knew is gone. Your reality is slipping in its struggle to carry on. Your reality is slipping in its struggle to carry on. You knelt before the mirror, your feet don't touch the floor. Knocking keeps on pounding, no one loves you anymore. The street goes on forever, you're all alone again. Was a time when you were wanted, but you can't remember when. Was a time when you were wanted, but you can't remember when. Buried in my brain, I'm about to go insane. I'm buried in my brain.
Conscience already is beginning to bother you. Why don't you confess now? You're mad. It's worked. They found us just like I planned.
I like how it blends in together. This one's called Bionic Unit. Song 5.
In those days, they used to do that a lot, where you were just about to get into a really nice solo,
Yeah.
and they blooming well fade it out, and you're like,
Yeah.
do the solo, then fade it out.
Well,
Whoops,
what
earthquake.
do you think so far?
Good,
Yeah, very different.
good. No, I mean, when it was like the Laurel and Hardy thing at the beginning, I was like, oh,
Yes,
what
I
have we
was
done?
wondering what this was. Yeah,
But no, it's,
no.
yeah, I'm
Do you
very...
want to do? We've got 2 minutes. Do you want one more?
Yes.
And then we'll have
Yes.
a pause.
Yes.
And then we'll do part 2.
And then we'll never come back again. Ever. No.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I like it.
This is Bionic Unit.
I like it.
Everybody else says.
Open up your channels with your science fiction screams. Maintain your maintenance with your energetic dreams. We're communicators with a cybernetic style. We're too young to die with our faces set on smiles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our faces set on smiles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our faces set on smiles. Our faces set on smiles. Hello, music therapy gives me flashes of tomorrow. Beaming down on distant worlds, phasing out all this pain and sorrow. We're communicators with a cybernetic style. We're too young to die with our faces set on smiles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our faces set on
Yeah, I love that tune between the drums. That yeah. That's really, really catchy. I like that a lot.
I like the way he says phasers set on smile.
Yeah.
Not stun, smile. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's great.
faces set on smiles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Faces set on smiles.
Searching for the universe, looking for the source of life, I believe we've broken through the Romulan cloaking device.
Open up your channels with your science fiction screens. Maintain your maintenance with your energetic dreams. We're communicators with a cybernetic style. We're too young to die with our faces set on smiles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our faces set on smiles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Our faces set on smiles.
It's 5 years
now. Right,
That's
let's
only
leave it there.
24 seconds.
Oh, 24
You might as well let that
Yeah,
go.
okay, we'll do one more.
So happy now.
Happy now.
Song.
6.
You know what? I have an eerie feeling this thing knows what we're saying.
Well, it won't do you any good, because I'll come back, Jasper. I'll come back.
All along the watchtower.
His version of All Along the Watchtower.
Okay, we'll come back for this one.
5 minutes 4, that is. That's a Hendrix classic, that is.
Yes.
I'd love to hear California's spin on that.
Definitely.
No, sorry, rewind. Boop. Randy, California's, not California, the state.
Yes, me too. No, I'm really, really enjoying it so far. Hopefully we'll stay
look.
tuned for part 2.
I'm doing that. So is Randy. I thought of it first. Actually, you did. You're older than me.
Thank you again, Andy. We'll see you on part 2.
Yeah.
Take care.
Cheers, Andy.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.
Spirit!
Randy, California, part 1.